Welcome back to the Ed Show. This is the story for the folks who take a shower after work. There are new attacks coming on Social Security. Republicans want to weaken the system so they can just gut it. A new bill has framework to fortify the system Americans paid into and depend on. The Social Security Expansion Act would solidify benefits for 45 years.
Let me be clear. You are entitled to nothing.
Don't let Social Security become a work of fiction.
We'll need to rethink Social Security.
Do we want a cradle-to-grave welfare state?
We can't maintain the welfare state as we know it.
When people tell you Social Security is going broke, you look them in the eye and you tell them they're not telling you the truth.
Senator Bernie Sanders has a new bill to strengthen Social Security.
More than $1.1 trillion has been pocketed by the wealthiest people in this country instead of going into the Social Security Trust Fund.
Current people pay into it. Right. We would take the money and we would pay it out to other recipients. That's the definition of a Ponzi scheme.
You don't cut those benefits. You expand those benefits.
2 million Americans signed a petition to back him up.
Because inequality has reduced the Social Security Trust Fund.
We've got Medicare and Social Security designed to fail or be dramatically reduced in about 15 years.
Some of my Republican colleagues want to cut Social Security benefits.
Republican passed a rule which the reallocation of Social Security payroll tax revenue.
As a great nation, that is not what we should be doing to some of the most vulnerable people in this country.
Joining me tonight, Senator Bernie Sanders. Senator, good to have you with us tonight. Senator, I want you to tell us about testimony that you heard on the Hill this week from someone who I think is pretty much out of touch and very wealthy. What did you hear?
Well, former Governor of Michigan, John Engler, came before the Budget Committee representing the Business Roundtable. And what we discovered, the Business Roundtable consists of CEOs of the largest corporations in America. It turns out that the retirement benefits that they will receive are about $88,000 a month, over $1 million a year in retirement benefits. And the Business Roundtable, corporate America, came before the committee and said, you know what, you should cut Social Security for people who are trying to survive on $14,000 a year. And I told them that is advice that I certainly am not going to take.
So the Business Roundtable, why would someone that wealthy of that position want to meddle into Social Security, a program that has been so successful?
Well, I think it is part of the corporate class warfare against working families and the elderly. And what they want to do, essentially, and that's what they said at the hearing, they want to cut Social Security, they want to cut Medicare, and surprise of all surprise, they want to reduce taxes for the wealthiest people in this country and the largest corporations. That is.
We have seen this movie before. Now, what is your bill going to do? Is this going to remove the cap for wealthier Americans to give the program more solvency in the out years? Tell us about it.
Yeah, the answer is yes. But what we should all understand, if Congress does nothing, and Congress, in my view, has got to act and act quickly, Social Security, which has a $2.8 trillion surplus in the trust fund, can pay out every benefit owed to every eligible American for the next 18 years. What my legislation would do is two things. Number one, it would make Social Security solvent until the year 2060, 45 years from now. Second of all, it would expand benefits by about $65 per month for most beneficiaries. The other thing that it would do, Ed, is change the formulation as to how we adjust COLAs, because right now I think the way we do it is unfair to seniors and underestimates inflation for what seniors purchase.
You anticipate this being a hot issue in 2016? I mean, are they that adamant about getting this done?
Well, I'll tell you, all I can tell you is that in 3 out of the 4 hearings that we have had on the Budget Committee, the Republicans have brought forth witnesses who in one way or another are talking about cutting Social Security. The Koch brothers, who, as you know, fund a lot of the Republican Party from way back when, are adamant that the federal government should not be involved in retirement benefits, that Social Security should be privatized.
All right. Senator Bernie Sanders always